Hello everyone, this is the Flogat and welcome to something special. So, this is my own mod. Alright, and I'm gonna do mod Spolight on it. So today we're gonna take a look at the Gearbox Mode. This is basically a mod that lets you, at the cost of really expensive items, sometimes if you use mods, as you can see, this is sticks and cobble, which mine is iron and stone or iron and cobble, and then you cannot make those because you require a mod which has titanium ingots. So this is 100% compatible. For example, this is how you craft every gear with these things except the early ones. They like this and like that. Then you can upgrade it to polished, which have a better output, or efficiency, which are much more efficient. This is the cool recipes. I mean, this is like normal recipe, and yeah. And normally, I may make that one use one of these instead of this one, or I might not. So, enough talking, let's take a look. First of all, you're gonna need to make a gearbox crafting table, which is not, well, it's quite expensive, but you only need one of them. I'm just gonna take these, and this gearbox crafting table has really special mechanics. So, just like that. You just place it down, and now it needs to have an inventory, so it does not need to be a chest on one of its sides. So anywhere here is good enough. So yeah, and you need a button. So here you have a few explanation, but this is not I mean, this is not the whole explanation. So what you're gonna need is one shaft. So you have 4 types of shaft, and this is inspired from TE. First of all, it can run on combustion. Second of all, it can run on hot liquids. It can run on coolants, and this is a temporary recipe. I'm gonna make it require diamond block, so don't look at this recipe. This is reactant, so it uses an item and liquid to produce a reaction. This is highly inspired of tea. Then you have output shaft. You have basic, strong, and reinforced, which is extremely expensive, as you may see. And the texture look a bit derpy, but I'm not an artist. So as you can see, you can read the limitation 100 fatigue and an efficiency of 5 and an efficiency of 20, no limitations. So what you're gonna do is just have an output shaft and an input shaft. Then you're gonna link them by using gears. Be careful, because if there's junction, their output will count as half, and their efficiency will count twice as much. Then what we'll do is we'll add the outputs and multiply the efficiency. If you have more than 4 gears, it will multiply the output by 4 and divide it by the number of gears. So you cannot make too crazy stuff. So it's mainly about thinking, not about resource. resources. Well, it's a bit about resources. Now that you have done that, you push the button and it will craft. Will output you an adjacent chest. So this is your gearbox. As you can see, it has a whole bunch of stats. Instability. I think just wood and stone have instability, and when instability reaches over 20, well, the gearbox is not usable. Then we have efficiency. This is the fuel efficiency. Basically, for example, water is 1 bucket a tick. So yeah, this is a lot. No, I don't think that's a lot, because running a whole power plant on water is a bit abused. And then we have the output, which is basically how much your thing will output a tick. Then you have your inputs. This one has combustion. This is what it takes. So here combustion, and the tanks are not updating, but I mean they are updating, but only when you reopen the GUI. And this one is consuming it as soon as it receives it. So there's no, it's impossible for it to be rendered. Now. Does in the IO. I don't think the IO has got any tanks. Yeah. Oh, I won't be able to show you. But trust me, it does work. Those tanks are only 1 bucket, but I'm gonna make them 4 buckets. This is just really easy. I just need to go to this class and add times 4 for each tank. So, and I'm thinking as I'm explaining it. Okay, so then you have your dynamo, which is pretty expensive. It requires 2 iron gears, which is 2 diamonds each, and a gold block and a few pieces of redstone. Then your dynamo has been designed, it's another limitation, not to be able to you cannot pump the energy out via conduits. They are too weak. You have to put a storage device, and as you can see, this is the water one producing. They have to be directly adjacent to an energy storage thing, an energy storage unit, else they won't eject. You won't be able to take power out. Okay, so combustion runs on combustible items. It does accept handlers. So, for example, if you had a blood magic lava crystal, it would absolutely work. And yeah, there's a whole API. For now, I think just coal and charcoal for combustibles, ender pearls, and blaze rods, ender pearls, no, ender eye, and blaze powders as reactants, water as a coolant, lava as a hot liquid, and no reactants because Minecraft. And yeah, that's about it. Now I'll just show you a quick example. If titanium is using mariculture titaniums or Greatex titanium. So, for example, if I take those extremely high efficient thing, and they are a pain in the butt to craft. So, yep, something really productive is something like this. You could just make it like so, and push the button. As you can see, 38 efficiency. So, I mean, for example, so just input it in here. If you want to get your gearbox back, just break the thing. Otherwise, it will just override the one you have. So it runs at 240 arithmetic with a piece of code for 23,000 ticks, which is 23 times 240, which is 5,520 RF. No. No. 23,000 or 23 times 240, which is 5,000,005 RF a tick, and it is costed about, well, the whole thing close to a stack of diamond, 5 stacks or so of redstone, and a bunch of glowstone, and this thing, which is horribly expensive. So the recipes are really temporary. They will change. So yeah, for example, this one is producing 90 arithmetic with water. Now this is just Ender IO, so you could use the oh, there are actually tanks, so I can't show you lava. I will show you lava. So liquid combustion, efficient titanium gears, just a basic setup. So this is the gearbox, and just need this thing to pull this out, and I'm just gonna put lava in here. Oh, I cannot, apparently, so meh, I won't show you. Alright, so this is it. The maximum was able to get was 2. Oh, by the way, the efficiency is multiplicative, and at the end it's square root, because you could get like 2 billion efficiency, which would make a piece of coal run for hours at 30, of course, at a ridiculous price. So this is it for my Gearbox Mod Spotlight. I hope you gonna check this mod out. I mean, I put a lot of effort in it, in it, a week and a half of work, and I think I'm quite happy with it. I'm gonna tweak a little bit the recipes, and I'm gonna release it. I might include some gas tiers in there. Those things are not or too cheap. As you can see, the lead gears aren't craftable because lead is not available, but if there's a mod that adds lead, it will automatically turn the recipe on. Also, you can use any other gear to craft these, so this breaks a little bit the balance, but there's plenty of mods to remove other crafting recipes. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed. This mod may be released the next day after the video comes out, or maybe in the few hours following the end of this upload. So hope you guys have enjoyed. Bye bye.